Coming up, a head-on collision leaves one driver in agony. Community members give a helping hand. A fight between two drivers breaks out. Constable January JAGER joined Windhoek City Police in 2013. Traffic cop, ambiguous, ready to take on any crime and traffic-related activities. It's a Saturday evening and 8 p.m. marks the start of Constable JAGER's night shift.
Okay, copy. We are on the way that side.
At the start of his patrol, the dispatch center instructs him to attend to a car accident that was reported in Wanahida.
Okay, busy street of Windhoek again Saturday. Now we are getting a complaint already, first complaint. Rush quickly to Kwama, accident with injuries. Going to check what is going to happen quickly that side. Hey. There was two vehicles involved in that accident, damages as well. A Bakkie LDV, we call it a light delivery vehicle, and a taxi, a public transport vehicle was also involved in that accident.
The accident seems to have caused a few injuries, as some of the occupants are receiving medical attention. After categorizing the injuries sustained, Constable JAGER moves his focus to the two drivers.
I was his head, the one lying down, and I think he's the one who's been assisting, who was at my back.
Okay, you were the driver, ne?
Yeah, I'm the driver.
You were two occupants?
She took the taxi to Windhoek North.
Okay. In the Bakkie, it was almost, I think it was plus minus 5 guys. It was a double cab of a Bakkie, red in color Bakkie, and a taxi which was driving with 2 passengers.
You must tell him, he must tell you the truth who was driving. I was not, you asked me my license, then I gave you my license. I didn't tell you that I was driving. Seriously,
you are changing the
No, I didn't tell you that I was driving. I just say, you asked my license, I gave you my license.
When I checked the other drivers of a light delivery vehicle, a Bakkie, red in color Toyota, there was a driver who denied he was not a driver, but the guys himself, the passengers with him, he was testifying he was a driver, but he denied he was not actually the driver. So the thing started no way. Okay, where's the owner of the car?
The owner of the car apparently is this one.
Owner, come. Yeah. Let them tell the truth. Who did you give the car to?
This gave to me. That's why they drive.
Hello. You give the car to who? What time? What time did you give
I gave him 7 o'clock yesterday.
Yesterday.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
And then I called him. The tracks are here. I called him around 8.
Now around 8.
No, not now.
Morning time.
Yesterday.
Yesterday night, okay.
I called him around 8, 9, asking because he just said I'm just going to get quickly something and come back. Yeah. And then I called him. He told me no, I met this other guy here at Vanada.
Okay, today did you call him?
Today I tried calling him. His number is off.
So there are people who don't want to take responsibilities because, but the owner also arrived at the scene and he was also testifying. He gave the car to him on the previous day.
An argument starts as the man suspected of being the driver of one car refuses to take responsibility for his actions.
nenangi kwari punoka zenanje iri kwavana wi taito kwenda pomano then kwari ande nombora kuchanga ko imono shabi nikuse data instructor kuchano na fatuke instructor kuchano na fatuke ibumbusha ro kuza moshabi then dia po police mano another police na ndeko city police from there I walked down to okay go police.
Eventually, he gives up and admits to being the driver. Now that the two drivers are identified and injuries are being treated, Constable JAGER commences with the alcohol test for both drivers.
Blow. Yes. Remove your mouthpiece.
0137, legal number. Where's the detective? Yeah. Did you get the first readings? Yeah. And he was also tested 0.38. A taxi driver normally you must go to be 000 at all. Then we know you are a sufficient and a required responsible taxi driver. But if you consume also as a taxi driver, you put the public members, people who are using public transport at risk at all. 37, you are too much.
The legal limit is
0.37, yes. Under 0.37.
I'm not that much. I'm not that much.
There it is, gentlemen. It says, the law says, it's only that one.
You are drunk.
0.37.
For you to be tested at 0.38 and say, no, I only take one beer or not. No, you consume. Let the court or going to testify beyond your reasonable doubt that you will be found not guilty in that case. So we just take the legal limit with the state, 0.37, under that one, a little bit safe, but if something happens with you, we have to take it. You must be zero tolerance as if you are a taxi driver or using public transport as a driver.
With the two drivers under arrest, they will now be escorted to custody as the police investigation continues. From this accident scene, they are headed to Dolam, where a gang fight has been reported.
Any family member?
Is there anybody who know him?
Someone who know him?
Yes, I know him.
What is his name?
Call the ambulance. Tango Victor.
Yeah, the young boy, plus minus age of between 18 and 20, was lying in a pool of blood. Unconscious, and he could not talk that time when you arrived there, so we have to call our medic guys to come and arrive and ascertain the nature of what is the cause of it.
Information on the ground reveals that the man was stabbed during a gang fight in which he was involved.
They were having a gang fight somewhere at the shops, the big shops there, and he ran to the location whereby he was already stabbed. And then the public minister is the one who was calling us.
As they wait for the arrival of the ambulance, Constable JAGER tries to rescue the injured man.
Because you can see that this body was shaking. So he needs something to just cover it up for the medics to arrive and check how they can help this boy. Is klaar gestik, le man. Le, jy is klaar ges police. Is police hier so. No, le, jy is klaar gestik.
Police is not no phone.
No, no, okay, le. Le man, ons help jou net. Le man. Ons help jou. Le man. Hey.
Ambulance, aye, kopsa.
Le man, hey. Ons het die conversa hier. Nou die warm geraak. Le man.
Halanda ke ni ba? Ne ko ye kai te ko barang no ma.
Usara Nama, puedo soy man. Puedo man. You know, it's what you're saying. Sometimes it's risk for police officers on the ground. You see, if person is full of blood, you don't actually know where to hold him because it's blood. But we are there to rescue, we are there to protect people, we are there to safeguarding people, so we have to assist them. We wanted to put him also in the van, at least to take him to hospital while we were waiting for the medics, because it will be taking long, because they were maybe busy at other areas, because it was a busy night. So we were trying to put him in a van, he don't want, he was resisting. The boy was really resisting for our help. I don't know. The thing that we were talking there was, no, the police, you always take me to the cells and lock me up and beat him, is what the boy was reasoning that night. The boy seems to me, he say he was he grew up in the street kid and he was not having parents and he don't care what will happen to him, or don't treat me, or you will not put me in the van. So it was back and forth thing that we were fighting there. So, but we managed at least to give him assistance, relevant assistance for him to be able to first aid while we were having the medic at the hand.
The medical emergency team has arrived and they are immediately hard at work to ensure that the man receives the necessary treatment.
As we are watching, the gentleman is refusing to be attended by the medical guys. So sometimes we cannot leave a person like that. At least we must do a minimum force, at least to be treated for the blood to stop. So it's why we are trying to help him for further stopping of the blood. So he's being assisted now.
Are you going down and with that?
We are not there to beat people, but we want to assist them. Whatever the solution is. Yeah. Oh, it's a. Oh, can't ibar ba. Me asa per baik musku genet hui bisku sai. Icha chang nang hobas na ka.
Any coco? Oh, ele só veio no Alpe, né? Achei claro.
The man, however, refuses to be taken to the hospital for further treatment, claiming he has recovered.
We are polite. We don't want to arrest people. Sometimes we are there to even give advices. We are there to safeguarding, to protect people. So you can't have to be running away from us if you know you are also running on the wrong road.
A few minutes later, they are informed of a car accident in Okuriangava. Upon arrival at the scene, they learn that the accident happened 2 hours ago.
You can see that it was a very serious accident, but the driver who was involved, he did not sustain any injuries at all at that time. The thing what happened actually was he stopped actually because the car was approaching him and he was bumped in front. While he was standing, another car come also and bumped him at the back.
So this one in place is 2 cars involved. Oh, the red one and the jeep. Oh, okay. So these two, did you get them?
Yeah,
They were tested well. They are sober. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Information reveals that after the accident transpired, the other 2 drivers fled from the scene, leaving only the taxi driver.
So that is what happened actually on the ground. People, they are committing accidents or committing in serious cases, and they run away. It's therefore that we are saying you cannot run away from the law. You can run away in the direction, but you are also running on the wrong side.
So sir, how did they bump you in the back? Who bumped you in the back?
They see the police, the one is came here first, the one who moved it.
Who bumped you?
That bag.
Oh, the one with the back, who bumped you? Who bumped you at the back? The jeep.
The ranger.
The jeep. Oh.
Sometimes we say thanks for some drivers who are cooperative when you come at the scene. If anything has happened, any accident taking place, you wait for the police. That's a required thing that we usually do. Wait for the police, call for any medical team which is nearby, assisted if any injuries is taking place, and from there the police will do their work. You don't have to go and take any law into your hands. Let the police go and do the investigation, and then everyone is happy. The driver is happy, anyone is happy, police are happy, so then you can work very well in community.
As for the drivers who fled the scene, Constable JAGER directs a stern warning to them.
We know you are the one who was driving. We can trace your vehicle to the NATIS system. We will find you. You can run away, but we can get you.
Constable JAGER's night shift has just ended, but on his way home, he spots a group of people.
We just saw in the main street behind Shipena, they are around, but people are stopping us.
After stopping to inquire about what is happening, the team is informed of yet another car accident that just happened a few minutes ago.
Hello, can we move a little bit fast, please? Let's take over the scene, please. Can you move?
When I arrived, I could see it was a distance that the car swiped off from the road itself towards maybe 120 meters from the road inside riverbed. That indication shows that this car was at high speed. So we arrived there, there was 3 young people, imagine age from 18 to 23. There was a young driver, 18 years, I think 18 years old, and 2 occupants seriously injured at that stage.
How are you? Were you driving or who was driving?
Today is.
It's the one who was driving. Where did you get injured? Oh, okay. What is your time?
Right now. 03:35, 32.
03?
32.
32.
Young people at that age, 3 o'clock, driving around, and it was also meaning that that car was also not belongs to him. It was for someone else. Imagine.
Whilst waiting once more for the ambulance to arrive, a woman who is said to be a paramedic and currently off duty is already assisting the injured passengers.
She look at the injuries and at least trying to help them, and we really applaud those people who do the medical teams on the grounds. Whether you are off or any police officer, whether they are off, at least render assistance to the injured people or at any scenes of accident.
Yes, how are you?
Hi, how are you? We get from Emarne. Okay, so we're Penny, that is 17. She's complaining of neck pain. And also the leg, the right leg. And then he was a driver, he was in truck, but initially removed by bystanders.
Okay, but is he responsible?
Yeah, they're all responsible.
So we, paramedics also come at the scene. So you help them at least to carry them out up to the road, because it was a distance up to in the riverbed. So we try to assist the medic to put them and then take them to the van on the main street. So it was a distance.
Put this one down. It's a penny.
Yeah, it's painful. She cannot put it down.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you please pass me the collar?
We have another caller.
No.
Spider harness.
First lady who was injured is 17 years old. She was complaining of the left leg, ne? And the driver is 27 years old. Is a driver, neck injury as well. Neck injury was complaining. And the last one was 80 years old male, complaining that one was not so serious, it was just right arm.
Later on, Constable JAGER tries to understand how this accident transpired. He is thorough in his approach to the incident.
A distance from the airport, almost 100 meters, and the car, even with that high speed, bumping the fence like this. Fence iron also involved, going up almost 80 meters, where it's rest to a standstill positions. So you can really see that reckless driving is also involved, and the CIDs is going to take this matter forwardly. Those people will call us there to come at this time, and also the medic team, the lady who was there at the scene, who really helped the people. If it not from us or the public members who were present at the scene, for that distance, who could have recognized there was an accident and people were lying there around. Otherwise, something else could have happened. I say thank you at large to the public members who already really render assistance to police officers.
Next week.
Yeah.
This house is at the road. Wiki na bank.